A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. Now, a lot of people have asked me this question in the past also, and they keep asking this question on and off, that is it possible for a twin flame to have a spiritual union, a 5D union with their twin, with the mirror, and then get married to a soulmate? Yes, it is very much possible, and it happens to a lot of people. One of the most authentic, genuine, and the first initial twin flames after Ram and Sita are Radha and Krishna. Radha and Krishna, these are the cardinal twin flames. They exactly had the same situation. They fell in love with one another and they went through a spiritual awakening process, especially Radha. And after that, there was a time when Krishna and Radha had a proper union on a full moon night. And at that time, there were many other gopis. Okay, they were the friends of Radha and Krishna. All of them had a union, a 5D union with Krishna. So for every gopi, one Krishna was created, and every gopi was like you can say it was another Radha. Okay, so maybe they were all here, they were all born for this purpose only. And of course, I have told you in the past also that during the time when Dwapar Yug is descending, it's ending. At that point in time also a lot of twin flames are born. The two times when maximum number of twin flames are sent to planet Earth, they volunteer on planet Earth, is descending and ascending Dwapar. The end of Dwapar and the beginning of Kali Yuga, and then the end of Kali Yuga and once again the beginning of Dwapar, ascending Dwapar. So that's the time when twin flames are here. So at that time also lots of twin flames were here, and most of them, they had a union with Krishna, and then all of them, including Radha and including Krishna, they got married to someone else, which was a soulmate, obviously, right? So here in this scenario also something similar is happening, where she has done a lot of inner work and she has gone into union. I can see that, like in the energy of this particular person, there is nothing binding, there is no, stopping, there are no blocks, nothing is there in the way of this person. And this person, the twin flame, is in, union. They could be in contact with the twin also. I'm not denying that. They could be in communication with the twin, and for all divine feminines, the union with source is more important. First, the union with source happens, and then the union with DM happens. If those people who don't know the step-by-step procedure of it, then all the stages happen, okay, after surrender. So when you surrender to source, that's when you give up. You don't question whatever is happening to you. You just keep accepting, yes, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, etc., etc. So when you have a union with source after surrender, then you do illumination, and then you do harmonization, and then you go through the union process, and then happens the union with the masculine. So when the union with source happens, there is nothing that the DF wants to do. I'm also doing this channeling for all those divine feminines who are feeling a bit down and low, and they could be confused, and they could be feeling a lot of pressure. Why my things are not working out with the twin flame? Because somebody on the internet has said that you need to get married to your twin flame. You need to get into that type of a journey, a phase where you're married to the twin. It may or it may not happen. That is not the criteria of a twin flame union. Please understand. But you need to be in harmony with your twin flame. You need to accept it. You are the twin flame and that person is the mirror. And because of that, this person is also being referred to as a twin flame. Okay. So you need to first and foremost work on yourself. You need to heal all of your wounds. You need to drop the expectation. You need to drop the expectation and attachment as well. And you need to drop the outcomes as well. You have to stop controlling everything that's happening in your life. Whatever is coming your way, whatever is being thrown your way, you're going to figure it out one way or the other. Right? So now she is in the union with source. She is very happy. She has no questions about the twin flame anymore. She is already feeling like, she accepts the twin flame journey. She accepts the person she used to think is her twin flame because Of that person only she did inner work, proper inner work. Not time pass inner work, not just listening to few audios or videos here, doing hardcore inner work wherein she shifts from her financial depression, she shifts herself from her mission, like not doing anything in the mission to doing a lot in the mission. She becomes a very empowered person. She's an empowered soul now, and she can help others also. Maybe she has created employment for a lot of people. Maybe she has created an ecosystem, which is friendly, which is loving, which is accepting, and all of that is happening. Okay. So now what is the deal here? That she's obviously an attractive person. Okay. And there is a soulmate who is very much interested in her, and he could be asking her out, and this can happen in any gender scenario. Okay. Wherever the DM energy and the DF energy is vice versa, opposite of that. Okay. So the soulmate is telling, that why don't you think about us? Like, you are such a beautiful person, you're such an amazing person, I really like you, I really fancy you, and I'm not here to waste your time or do this and that, but you should give a thought about it, me and you. And the soulmate has all the wonderful qualities of a partner, of a life partner. The twin flame, she's feeling that the twin flame may not be the one she wants to marry. Okay. She is in harmony with the fact that, yes, I met this person and we had a good time, and then we went away, and when we went away, it was really hard for me to cope up with the breakup, the separation. Then I worked on myself, and 3-4 years into it, now I'm a completely different person. So I have so many reasons to thank this person. If this person had not come into my life, I would not have been this way. So she has gratitude towards that person, and she understands that both of them were not mature enough. It is a separate channeling, guys. It is for those people who resonate with it. Okay. So he's like, the soulmate is like, why don't you settle down with me? Any which way you're going to get settled down with someone, right? Looking at you, like, we can be together and we can do so many things, we can be happy and all that. So she says that don't love me so much, because if you're going to love me so much, you are going to think that I should be supporting you, but I cannot support anyone. I can only support my mission, and I can only create resources for my mission. I cannot have children, or I cannot commit to, typical marriage life, because I'm not a typical person. I'm a bit different. And I have had to do a lot of inner work. I had to go through a lot of pain, years and years of pain and trauma I had to work on to be who I am. So you must be expecting, a typical marriage, which is very worldly, And of course, as a wife, I would have my duties, but my duties as a volunteer on earth, my duty, my mission is obviously bigger, because I get energy and I get love and I get everything from that place. And this was the only place that kept me going. This was the only thing that kept me going. My inner work kept me going. So I cannot give it up, and then I cannot commit to you in a way that you want to commit to me. Okay? You want to do many things with me as a wife. You must be expecting if you want to marry me. And look at the confidence of the feminine, the way she's talking to this person. She never had this confidence when she was with the twin. Or she never had this confidence when she was in other relationships to clearly speak about what she wants and what he wants also. So she clearly says that, and this is not a kind of person who's going to lie to her. She can read his behavior. She can sense that he's not a liar, he's not a cheater, he's not a bad guy, he's not going to hurt me, he's not going to go away from me, he's not going to run away from me. She can see all of that. But at the same time, she does not want to give him any false expectations and false hopes and make him think anything which is not going to happen later on, and then you would probably fight with her or whatever. So she says, in this world, I am just a wanderer. I am on a journey. Nothing is permanent over here. Whatever I commit to, that is coming from my natural flow. That's who I am. As a being, that's who I am. So whatever I'm doing right now, it's my duty. It's my responsibility. It's what I'm here to do. I'm here to be a volunteer, and I don't want to do anything else because I have tried everything. I never got peace in anything. This is the only thing I get peace in, happiness in, joy in. So I would be doing this. So I cannot support you. I cannot support a individual biological family if that's what you want. Okay? Because I don't have any feelings about it. I could have done that with my own family, or I could have married some other guy for all these years, but I chose to instead do my inner work and focus on myself and become better. So he says that if you are a wanderer, even I am a wanderer. He could be a walk-in, or he could be an advanced soulmate also, my friends. So obviously, how can someone live a whole life with a person like a twin flame? It's not possible, right? So he says that I am also a wanderer. I don't stay in one place. And how are you going to support me? How can you support me? I am like a person, those who go and roam in caravans. Have you seen couples? You must have seen it. There are couples who have these vans. They make a small bus and then they travel to the whole world. They go from one country to another, one stop to another, just being on the road, just driving, just doing those amazing things. They could even have a pet. They could be sleeping just literally anywhere. Anywhere they could just park their car. To do that thing, to have that type of life, because there are so many negative energies on this planet, but to create that type of high vibrational ecosystem, someone has to be really amazing and at par. They have to be like two people who think alike, so that when problems come, they are both prepared. They are not like, it was all your idea, to travel in a bus, to go all over the world and do this and do that. They could even be having jobs. I have seen these type of couples who have jobs. They are working, they are making money, and at the same time they're driving, they're traveling. They park in various places. They go in serene places where there's literally no one. No one. How do they do it? They cook over there, they make meals, and if they have pets, then they take care of the pets also. So I'm getting that type of a vibe from this particular situation or channeling. These two people. One a twin flame and other an advanced soulmate. Okay, an advanced soulmate, as in a person is an advanced soulmate journey. So he says, I'm not asking for your support. Why do you think I want your support? If I wanted your support, then again, I would not come to a girl like you. I've obviously seen you. I've been observing you. I admire you. I like you. I want to be a part of your ecosystem, and I can offer things to you that will make you happier. And he says to her, this is the reason why you should be with me, because I am going to stand by you forever. No matter how many lives we have after this, I am going to be there for you. Because you cannot separate the water, from the flow of water. The water is flowing. You can't say the flow is separate and the water is separate. So I am going to flow with you. You don't worry about this, okay? You don't worry. I know you have been in bad relationships. I know you've had some inner work you had to do. You were, specifically not deciding to be with other people, and you want to be with a man who can cope up with you, who can be with you, who can be a part of your life, a mission-oriented life, or inner work-oriented life. He could even be asexual like her. It's not, because that's one of the most important things, if the feminine has turned asexual, or she's not depending on other men for this particular need since a long time, then she would want a similar type of husband who is like her. Otherwise, they can never match up. And sometimes its sexual energies is very distracting. It stops people from doing what you're supposed to do. That's why when you go higher and higher, you literally ignore these urges and these lustful emotions, and you go like, this is nothing new, I gotta focus. And slowly and gradually you overpower them. You no longer need them, So when you love other people, when you're affectionate, physically affectionate and intimate, it's not about lust anymore after that, It's not even like, let's do something to kill time. It's not even that. So now she is like listening to him and she's thinking that what is he saying, like then she spreads out all the conditions that we need to be like this is my schedule, this is my routine, this is the money I spend every month, this is my investment, this is what I have, and this is most importantly, these are the number of resources that I need to generate every single week, every single month, every single year, as long as I'm alive. So she keeps it on out, because in the past she had such a bad experience with some people. Like every time she was in a relationship, she felt like she was doing some kind of a barter deal. Now she wants to do a realistic, practical barter deal. She doesn't want to do like, I have to just get into a relationship and I have to keep this man with me. Now this man who's talking to her, he is only interested in her because of her personality, because of how she is, because of who she is. Now this man is like, whatever you're talking about, these are the things even I enjoy a lot. I love the environment, I love being in whatever they are doing, I don't know, I cannot pinpoint exactly what, but there are a lot of things that she is doing that he's equally interested in, and he could even be following. Maybe they met like this, maybe they met in a place where they were literally doing the same thing, and he got time to observe her. He got time to notice her. He got time to see her. Okay. And he said that whatever you like to do, I like to do the same things. Why I'm saying be with me, marry me, is because I don't mind we can date. I don't mind we can stay together. We can be in a live-in, all of that. But I want to give this commitment to you from my side. I want you to be relaxed. I want you to take a chill pill, because you have worked very hard, you've struggled a lot, you have generated a lot of things. Now I think it's a time you need someone's support. You did many things alone, but now you need a partner, you need a person who can treat you better with respect and support you. You don't have to do everything alone, and you don't have to depend on employees or other people, other help. I'm going to be there for you. So she says, okay, fine, why not? Why not? You can help me out and I can think about it. But I'm still like not sure. I mean, we can hang out together. You can give me company. I can talk to you. I can also get to know you better. But I have grown in such a way that nothing seems to be permanent, or nothing seems to be... Things change. So I don't want to be too hooked on or to get too excited, because in the past I used to get very excited. Every time something used to happen like this, I used to get like, wow, now my life is going in a nice way. Now I have someone to love. I have someone to be with. So instantly, I'm not sure. However, what my reading is saying, what my intuition is saying, that whosoever this couple is, they will definitely marry each other, and they will definitely be a very good support system for each other. The twin flame would get a good amount of support from this person. And this is the type of relationship where they are like so clear about things like, I'll support you, I want to support you. Maybe he is saying all this, maybe because he sees that she's doing so many things all by herself. Like literally everything she's doing all by herself, So now I need to be with her. I need to be the man who's going to be brave enough, courageous enough, bold enough to hold her hand, to be with a woman like this, because she needs a man who is equally strong. And he considers himself to be that much, like that strong, or that he can make those efforts. Here the feminine says that I have had a really bad experience in the past, which I don't want to use as a sympathy card or as a victim card or as a woman card or anything. All I want to tell you is that I'm not going to be that gung-ho. Maybe with time, if things change, then we'll see how it goes. But at this point in time, I'm going to be discouraging you. I am discouraging you right now because I don't want to give any false hopes. So he asked her one simple question. Do you like me? Do you enjoy my company? Do you trust me? That's a very important thing here. Do you trust me? And she says, yes, I actually trust you. Because whatever time they spend with each other, even though she was not thinking any of this, she felt that she can trust him. He is supportive. He is respectful. He respects her. And he's a problem solver. And he's like, that much judgment she has now. How the energy feels like. There is a certain tenderness in the way he looks at her. And she feels that he is fairly decent, attractive as well. She doesn't want, any more those typical model looking guys, because she's understood that all of that is just temporary things, few years, 2 years, 1 year maybe. Inside there are so many insecurities of a person who's constantly trying to better their physical appearance. Maybe with the twin flame, one of the biggest reason of separation was the masculine was too much into physical things and she was more into spiritual things. And they were not willing to come into the middle point. So she felt like, it cannot work out. All the waiting, all the inner work actually starts for real when the feminine stops waiting. When she stops waiting and she gets up and she says, I'm going to do something, I'm going to change my life, that's when she will see that she needs to face the fears, she needs to face her own self, why is she in this situation, why is she in this condition. And then either it's a twin flame who comes back or the soulmate. She finds a better person, a soulmate, a loving person who has same frequency, same vibration as she has. And she can have a harmonious connection with the twin flame also. Like they can talk like friends. She can tell him, yeah, you know what, I'm getting married to someone I met. And he can be like, oh really, that's so nice, congratulations, I'm so happy for you. He could be there for her, but she no longer feels that, obsession. So say you like someone a lot and you're scared of losing them and you're obsessed with them. How would your energy be? Now, if you remove that thing, you remove the obsession, and if you remove the fear of losing a person, losing love or losing a person, she feels in this time, in this moment, this is the best thing to do, because the twin flame is not stepping forward. He has not said that, I want to marry you or I want to be with you. He has not said. He could be giving her signs. He could be throwing hints. He could be not direct with her, but this guy, this person is very direct with her. And he's speaking about everything, the logistics, the money, the finances, how he can make her life better, how he can do everything in a better way, can transform it. And he's not asking her to leave anything. And in some ways, in some cases, maybe the person that the twin flame, the feminine, considers to be the twin flame, maybe that person's inner work has still not completed. Maybe he is going to do more inner work after all this happens. It's not a karmic, I can say that for sure, because karmic's energy is very different. Karmics are not so tender, they're not so mild, they're not so giving. Karmics are more like, what am I getting? But it looks like they are giving because they have certain things already working for them. So when they come across a person or when they get into a relationship, it looks like they're bringing in a lot with them. They're very heavy duty. But sooner there is a strong realization by the masculine or the feminine, whosoever is in a karmic relationship. They realize that they only want. They never give anything. Never. Okay? So, for your personal situation, you can check out the description box and you can get a reading for whatever situation you're going through, whatever is happening with you. If you want to release karmics, if you want to transmutate from hatred to love, and if you want to align with your chakras, actually getting aligned with your chakras is like your whole reality, your real self, everything will emerge out because you start getting the energy. And a new therapy I have added, which is called maternal and paternal narcissism. Maternal and paternal narcissism is the biggest reason, biggest block that a feminine or a masculine or a twin flame, a star seed, biggest reason why they go through this separation phase, this long separation phase. Why they go through it? Because of the same reason, because they have a huge block. And this is the block which is most difficult to work on. Most difficult to work on, hardest to work on, tough nut to crack. So for hand holding and for continuous work, because therapy is not like a reading. Reading gets over once, it's complete. But therapy goes on for many months, sometimes for months, depending on how the schedule is. And depending on the readiness of the seeker as well. How much they are ready to do it, how much they are gung-ho about the inner work, how much they want to change, how much they want to work, all of that. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out.